Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, we are back on the bridge, and today, yes, we got some things to go over from the Star Trek Online official Twitter feed. So, on screen. Alright, captains, what we're going to do is go over the latest updates from their Twitter feed, drop the 2 ECs, and then at the end, we're going to actually hop onto the bridge. So, here we go. So, captains on PC can get double the tech points on their upgrade this weekend. So, here we go. Upgrade weekend. PC captains can get double the upgrade points this weekend. Still striving to get the greatest performance out of your equipment. This weekend will be the perfect time to apply tech upgrades to your gear, as we're doubling the amount of technology points earned from each one applied. So, from September 29th, so that's tomorrow, as of this video, to October 3rd, every tech upgrade used will apply twice as many technology points toward your next upgrade. This in turn reduces the amount of dilithium that must be spent to reach each upgrade threshold, allowing captains additional chances to obtain both mark and rarity increases on their favored loadouts. So there you go, captains. We get that on the PC bridge. There's some things that I could upgrade, but really, captains, the way that we play the game, we're pretty good at where we're at this point. So there's that for us this weekend. And of course, here we have captains on Xbox and PlayStation can get bonuses to their Admiralty missions for 2 whole weeks. I don't think we've ever been through that, have we? I have to go back to all my videos to see if we've done that here, but anyways, it's a thing. So, Admiralty bonus events. Captains on Xbox and PlayStation can earn bonuses to their Admiralty projects this week. Well, not just this week, apparently for 2 weeks. Starting this Thursday, we're launching the Admiralty bonus event from September 29th to October 13th. Your Admiralty missions will give out bonus rewards. During the special event, you'll find that all of your assignments give out double campaign XP, allowing for faster progression, no matter whose missions you're completing. Getting good with the Ferengi, serve the Federation, or the Klingon Empire, or help rebuild the Romulan Republic. In addition, all tour of duty missions will reward bonus dilithium ore during this event. We hope you enjoy this special event. Captains, command your fleet to take to the stars. So again, this is my PC caps. We have this going on. This will help me in my resource gathering for my PlayStation account, so that will be most welcomed. So there's that. And of course, captains, you know we don't normally go over the PC patch notes, but it's here. So let's go over it. Star Trek Online will have PC maintenance tomorrow, September 29. Estimated downtime is 2.5 hours. You can find the patch notes here. So let's hit that. So this is for, again, for the 29th there. Exciting changes. So PC updated memorial plaque to include Louise Fletcher. So RIP to Louise Fletcher, also known as Kai Wynn, from DS9, that had happened, I believe, just last week there. So I mentioned this before on the Twitch bridge, captains. This next 2 years, I feel like it's going to be so rough for us Star Trek fans, and not even just Star Trek fans, just kind of sort of the world that we kind of grew up in, as unfortunately when we grew up in, the actors, actresses, or people that we looked up to were a lot older than us. So again, captains, just brace ourselves for that. But again, we remember them for the work that they did, and also, especially in this, for us, the joy and or frustration or hatred even they brought us in Star Trek. So resolved an issue that would sometimes prevent gaining Endeavor points and progress. So captains, I've mentioned this before, I already maxed out to 750, but I'm still at 600. I did not use the 150 points that had sort of rolled over and accumulated due to some of the reports of just me seeing people couldn't get onto other tunes. Once they use their points, they can only go onto the tune that they use the points on. So I have been very hesitant to use them. So at this point, I'm still gonna wait to see to hear. I did read something on, I believe it was the Reddit, Star Trek Online Reddit, someone asking if they were still having that issue, and some still, or one or a couple maybe responded saying they were still having that problem. I don't want that problem in my life. I like to log on to my tunes nightly, so, and it's not really bothering my gameplay. It's just bonus that is just they're waiting for me anyway, so we'll just wait until we're 100% sure to spend our 150 points on our Pendever system, but as of now, we're just going to sit and wait at 600. Resolved an issue where the wrong number of device slots were listed on their Courier Pilot Raiders reward pack. So that's going to be changed there. We didn't get that one, but that's okay. Resolved an issue that was preventing the debris screen Universal Console from interacting with effects meant to interact with the Universal Console abilities, such as unconventional systems. The debris screen Universal Console ability now shares a 60-second minimum cooldown with other forms of extreme defense abilities, such as the Intrepid's Blade of Armor, the Carfee's Phase Shift, and Metaphasic Shielding. I always like saying that. I don't know why. Metaphasic just sounds cool when we're saying that here on the bridge. Updated trait Infiltrator to properly stack with different ranks of Infiltrator. Captains, we know, and we've gone over this, there was a huge reaction from the community Star Trek Online when they took that ability out, and it seems like they sort of hurt us, and it was mentioned on the last week's 10 Forward that they would revisit that, and most likely, well, there you go, Captains, it is going to stack once again. So to those who have those builds that kind of built around that, it's going to come back. Resolved an issue that was causing dialogue to replace the names of NPCs in at the Klingon captain's table. Added the Thry Dreadnought Warbird and Valkis Temporary Heavy Dreadnought Warbird to the list of ships capable of equipping the Romulan drone ship hangar pets. So I'm going to speak to this one quickly, Captain. So again, for the way that we play here on the bridge, I've said it so many times, we just do it for fun. Even though I don't agree with the changes that had happened or they made, we also made our sort of two ECs known that it didn't affect our gameplay. I understand that it would infuriate or piss off other captains, them changing that. Having said that, for me, I'm not going to lose my cool when it comes to, because I've always said this, Star Trek Online is just meant to be my safe mental space where I can go and just relax. It's a game, and for me, I want to always just get online and enjoy. Will there changes possibly be in the future that I may not agree with even more, or things that may affect me? Possibly, but I will try to just work around it and or work through it so that we can still keep on enjoying Star Trek Online. So just thought I would throw that out there, Captains. Now, the other thing, and the last thing that we'll bring up here is, of course, this. It's been 35 years since we first got Star Trek back on television. The Next Generation was an experiment that could have failed, but due to an incredible cast and tight storytelling, Star Trek still carries on today. Happy birthday, Star Trek The Next Generation. So, Captains, 100%, I am super, super happy that we share the same birthday. September 28th is our birthday as well. And I'd mentioned this before, Star Trek The Next Generation was the Star Trek series that we got into. And one of the first shots we saw of Star Trek The Next Generation was a shot of the Enterprise. And it was one of those stock footages of the camera going up, down. And I was hooked. And then, of course, we saw the space pews and then the rest of his history. So, again, the way that I have enjoyed Star Trek, a lot of it is due to, not just me, of course, to a lot of other captains, but we share a special day. And I can't be more happier to have you know, obviously share that day with Star Trek The Next Generation, as it's brought me so much joy, so much happiness, hope. That's kind of where I get a lot of my hopefulness from, my positivity from, the way that I even play certain games like Star Trek Online, Bridge Commander, Star Trek Starfleet Command, Legacy, all those games is all because of Star Trek The Next Generation. So happy birthday to the Star Trek series that got me into Star Trek. Of course, when we do interviews, we always ask what's your favorite, you know, those little short fire questions there. It's hard for me to go outside the TNG crew. It really is. And all of them sort of just encompass of what I would look for in a crew, from Captain Picard, Commander Riker, of course, Data, Geordi, Bev, Worf, Deanna Troi, and of course, Wesley, who has joined Star Trek Online. So I could not be happier that he is there. And I hope that we get more of the actors from The Next Generation on Star Trek Online. Of course, we have, can't forget, Guinan there. So just a huge, huge happy birthday. And I thought we would go on the bridge here quickly to show, again, what I call my first love, which is the Galaxy class. And when we first got this ship here, I was speechless. I had just waited for a long time to get a ship, to get the Galaxy class here in Star Trek Online. And of course, when it came to them remastering it to what it looked like before, so this has been through 2 or 3 remasters, and I believe the first remaster I was already happy, and then of course we got this. Now I'm, as you know, captains for Star Trek Day, the tribute that we did for that, the series there, one of our first ships, the second ship that we did was the Enterprise D, and again, it just brought me so much joy to be on this ship, because it just, you know, it just brings us a lot of happiness, but also any reason to get back on her, we do. And so, captains, what we'll do is we'll link that video to at the end card there. But again, this ship here is just one of my favorite ships in Star Trek Online, but just Star Trek. It just so beautiful, and I love the fact that we have it here. And again, want to take this time to say happy birthday to Star Trek The Next Generation. Happy birthday to my first love in terms of ships, which is the Galaxy class. And it was just so much fun, again, to just relive memories of growing up, because this is where I really did grow up in this era of Star Trek, was Star Trek The Next Generation. So that's why, captains, you see me so happy, especially if you've seen our sort of reviews, reactions when it came to Star Trek Picard. And I just will always tend to be that way, because I choose to. I'm not saying it's perfect. Star Trek Online, that's not perfect. But for the most part, when it comes to having enjoyment in Star Trek, I just always, like, The Next Generation is the foundation of that. So, captains, I just wanted to share that with you. So again, happy birthday to Star Trek The Next Generation. Glad we share the same birthday. And yes, we are 1 year older. But captains, we will continue to always share our love and passion for Star Trek that we've gained from Star Trek The Next Generation. So captains, like the video, comment below. Tell us your stories of Star Trek The Next Generation, your favorite moments, your favorite ships from that, your episode, whatever have you. Share it with us. Subscribe here to YouTube Bridge, and we will leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.